Welcome back to the. So we are at the intermediate state of this course of Introduction to the SQL. So we have completed few of the modules before. Today we are going to see some of the advanced clauses such as order by, aggregate, like and not like. So let us just go back to our workbench in order to explore the data. So we were working with the 50 startup data if you remember, and we have implemented few of the queries such as select query, from query or from clause, where clause, we have implemented like clause, between clause, and so on. We have also checked how to implement the various type of operators such as arithmetic operator, logical operator, comparison operator on the given data. And now it's time to explore something else, something more, such as order by, using which you can sort your data in either ascending or descending order. You can sort multiple columns in ascending or descending order. You may sort one column in ascending, one column in descending. A lot of varieties that you can perform while arranging your data. Then we can also implement some kind of aggregate functions on that, such as finding out the summation of the entire column, average of the column, maximum from the column, minimum from that column. And we will try to use the like and not like, which we have already used in a previous session, in a recent session. We'll try to explore it a bit. So this is basically the agenda of this session that we are going to see right now. So first of all, let us just check the first one, that is nothing but how to perform the order by. So first we'll try to implement the order by on any numerical column, and then we will try implementing on any kind of the factor column or categorical column. So in this case, I'm writing the query select star from, the name of my data set is 50 startups. And I want to order this entire data set, say, by the variable called as profit. So I'm running the statement, and as you can see, it is arranging my data in ascending order. So the least value of profit is 14681, then it is 35673, and so on. So gradually the value of the profit is increasing if you properly notice it. This is basically how you can use this query for ordering. So order by is nothing but the query. Then you have to specify the column that you wish to order. If you are not specifying any direction, then in that case, the direction is taken as ascending only. So in this case, I haven't indicated any direction that I want ascending order or descending order. So by default, the direction that will be taken is ascending only. Now, if you want to perform the same type of implementation on the descending order or using descending order, such that the highest profit should be shown first and gradually the value of profit should decrease, then in that case, the query would remain exactly similar. You just have to add one extra keyword at the end called as DESC, and I think by the name itself it's clear that DESC stands for decrement. So if you can see the first value, it's nothing but the highest value is 192261, and gradually the value is decreasing, with every respective observation. So this is basically how you can arrange your data in ascending or descending order. This is not only possible for any numerical column, but it is also possible for the factor column as well. So let me just show you. I'll copy these two things as it is over here. And instead of profit, I'll simply write state here. And here too, I will replace that by state. It is just run this. So you'll find out that when we are arranging our data as per state in ascending order, it is first showing all the observations of California, then Florida, and finally the New York. But in the same way, if you are arranging your data or ordering your data with the decreasing order, then you'll find out that New York is written first, followed by the Florida, and then finally the California. So this is basically how you can arrange your data in ascending and descending order for the numerical as well as for the categorical type of the column. Can we have a combination of both the columns in the same query? Yes, it's possible to have the combination in the same query. In a sense, we can have the combination of column in such a way that one column can be arranged in the ascending way and the another column can be arranged in the descending way. It's absolutely possible. So what we have to do is we simply have to make a combination of the two queries that we have written prior. So we will write select star from the name of the data set, that is nothing but 50 startup. We are going to order this data using the column, suppose say I want to use as a state, and here state will be in ascending order and I would like to have profit as a descending order. So in this case, state will be first order in an ascending way. That means the first state that will be shown as California, followed by Florida, and finally you will have New York. All the observations of California will be rearranged as per the decreasing order of the profit. That means the one who are having the highest profit will be displayed first, and gradually the value of profit would decrease. So as you can see, California is first and the highest value of profit. Gradually the value of profit is decreasing. After California, there would be next one, that is nothing but Florida. Again, in case of Florida, you'll find out this is the highest profit value and gradually the value is decreasing. The same pattern will be followed for the last one, that is nothing but for New York. So this is basically how you can arrange the multiple columns. At the same time, you can not only arrange them, but you can also, have a kind of ascending and descending different combination you can check over there. So I just hope this part is very clear to you. And now we will try to implement something called as the aggregate query. So for example, if we want to find out the minimum of a particular column, say I want to find out the minimum of the column, say profit, then how to write that? So let us just have a quick look at this. So select minimum is nothing but the query. You have to specify the name of column. Suppose I want for the profit, and from inside this you have to simply enter the name of data set. So that is nothing but 50 underscore startup. 50 startups. Yes. So this is the minimum value, that is 14681. This is the minimum value. Similarly, you can find out the maximum value as well. So here I'll write max. Here we have extra parenthesis, just to delete that. This is the maximum value. Similarly, you can find out the average value. You can find out the count of values. So these are basically the different functions that we can implement: count, average, and sum. So we can check the same thing. Let me just copy this. Instead of max, I'll write count. Let's just run this. The count of value is 50. I will copy this. Instead of max, I'll simply write average. That is nothing but AVG, which stands for the average. Let's try to run this. So it's giving me the average value. So likewise, you can implement, this type of queries in order to find out any kind of aggregated result. There is one more function called as sum. You can try out with sum as well. So it will provide you the summation of the values for the profit for the entire data set. That is nothing but for 50 startup data set that we have. So this is basically how one can implement all the queries related to aggregate type of queries. So as we discussed, we have to see some few examples related to like query as well. So we'll try to see that. So basically, why do we use like query? So for example, I simply know that I want to find out the observations that are starting with C, but I'm not aware about what the exactly the name of that entire, particular field that I want to fetch. So I can make a use of like over there. So for example, if I'm writing in this case that select star from this 50 startup, that is nothing but the data set that we have. So we can write select star from 50 startup, where suppose say the value of state, because we have just one column that consists of the values of factor type of data. So it will find out the values that are starting with C. Suppose I want to find out the value that is ending with A, irrespective of whatever it is starting with. So I can write something like this, percentage and E at the end. So now in this case, both are eligible for the result, Florida as well as California, because Florida as well as California, both this, starts with any particular starting, but they are ending with A only. There is one more thing that we can implement here. Suppose I write select star from 50 startups. where suppose say state like it is starting with C. We don't know what is there in between, and it has to end with A. So obviously currently I just have one particular observation that starts with C and ends with A. So obviously again the information of California will be represented like this. So this is the way using which you can, try a very interactive type of queries, like what it should start with, what should it should end with, and so on using the like keyword. So I just hope this segment has cleared you all the doubts related to the order by, aggregate, like, and not like. Not like is just the opposite of the like. So if you want to make a reverse search or reverse kind of mechanism, opposite of that, that means I don't want observations to start with C. Then in that case, you can use not like instead of writing like. So in this case, if you simply want to check how the not like would look like, so let me just open this. Instead of like, we will simply write not like. It is just the opposite. So instead of showing California, apart from California, it will show you all the results, that is result for the New York as well as the result for the Florida in a given case. That is how basically not like works for the given scenario. So I just hope the doubts related to the order by, aggregate, like, and not like is clear. So thank you for patiently listening to this segment. In the next segment, we'll try to explore some more exciting topics related to the SQL. Till the time, thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.